The 24-25 season is over, and it's been absolutely amazing for everyone apart from Manchester United and Herman's predictions.
Get us that Champions League football and fight for the title. So for 20th place, I have absolutely banged this. I put Southampton, the worst team the Premier League has ever seen. Just want to say I called it.
Just savor that I called it quote, because that's the only time you're going to use it today.
Oh, okay. We'll see about that.
I went for Ipswich Town in my 20th spot, so it's not awful.
I also went for Ipswich Town, but we'll get to my Southampton shout a bit later. Ipswich came 19th, so me and Ernie get a point. Hemant gets a flat 0. The more points you get, the worse your score is.
19th, ladies and gentlemen. And I've gone for Nottingham Forest.
That's actually the biggest L I've ever seen.
What an idiot.
What an absolute moron.
Guys, wait. Can we just say what an incredible season they had?
Chris Wood, me and you have a problem.
Like, I don't think anyone expected them to make it anywhere near.
I did. I
Well,
didn't
they
put
were
them
gonna
relegation.
fight for. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, exactly. I put them higher than this.
That will get them relegated.
Pretty way. Didn't you put them? Okay. Well, I mean, we'll see.
In my 19th, I had a team that was actually destined to get relegated under Gary O'Neill. But Herrera came in and absolutely saved them this season. I had Wolves in 19th, and they ended up actually finishing 16th. Manchester United somehow finished above them.
Yeah, we're just that much better. And I've gone for a team that actually got relegated. That back-to-back relegation picks, correct. I put Leicester City.
Rude was not the man for the job after a couple caretaker games at Man United.
And this Man United fans wanted Rude to stay at Man United. Some people are just so stupid, it's crazy.
18th place, I had Nottingham Forest.
Oh
And you
I
were
had
doing all the
Nottingham
chat.
Forest.
Oh, the yappa.
Oh,
You
Lace.
absolute moron.
Yep, they finished 7th. No one expected.
Clearly I did because I didn't put them relegated. But for 18th, I put Wolves. 2 points, I'll take it.
For 18th, I've gone for the other team that I thought were guaranteed relegation, and it's Southampton. So
Smart
that's a
guy,
+2 for
smart
me.
guy.
Not too bad.
Out of the relegation zone. But before we get to the table, let's look at surprise player of the season. Come on, what did you go for?
I went for, a casual De Ligt. Obviously coming from Bayern Munich, everyone knows what a good centre-back he is. I thought Erik ten Hag finally got his man, and he's going to be really good. And honestly, I don't think it's a crazy shout. He's been good every time he's played, but obviously he's not the surprise player of the season,
He's not a surprise player
He's
of the
not a
season
super
at all.
player. Yeah, exactly. On the other hand, I thought this guy was gonna cook. He cooked
Yeah.
at a very mid team. So I was
Very
like,
biased.
he's moving to a better team. He's gonna be good, and he has not. I've gone for Zirkzee.
That's not a
I think
terrible shot.
He's on the up. He's on the up.
He's on the up, but
What?
he was terrible at the start of the season.
It's confidence.
He literally got
He
booed
scored.
off
He scored our
in,
first
the
goal
30th
this season.
minute.
He scored our first goal this season.
But you know why my shout is way better than the both of yours combined? It's because I went for the legendary Darwizi Nunez. Yep, Darwin Núñez was my surprise player of the season. And it is correct because he's been surprisingly shittier than he's ever been.
But then me too. Then I also get a point for this.
On to 17th place. This is where I went for Everton. I think it's a decent shout, man. They did finish the season very well, but they were indeed a couple places higher in 13th by the end of the season. What a recovery from
Very
David
good
Moyes.
recovery. I took a bit of an L here, I have to say. You guys put them in relegation. I put them a place above relegation. It was Nottingham Forest. Who
Oh
knew?
my God.
Who knew, bro? They were gonna cook this hard.
I thought that at least one of the three teams that was gonna come up were gonna manage to stay in the Premier League, and I thought it was gonna be the Premier League merchants themselves, Leicester City. Again,
not a bad show.
it's not awful.
16th place for Fulham. And they surprised me this season a lot. I think Marco Silva actually did an incredible job this season. Bro, I am doing so bad. This is where I get another +5.
Oh my. Just wait until you see my Manchester United pick, bro. I knew Ipswich Town were gonna be bad, but I didn't expect them to be this bad. So that's why I put Ipswich Town at 16th.
But funny thing about 16th is that I got it spot on, ladies and gentlemen, because I put Wolves 16 and Wolves finished 16. That's a 0 for me.
Into 15th place. This is where, okay, I don't know why I did this. I really believed before the season that Leicester and another team that I still haven't mentioned
Oh
yet
my god, I forgot the. Oh my god.
have,
Yes.
I thought these teams have just better squads. I think Leicester's squad is so good. I think they underperformed. They have such good players in this squad because I had them in 15th.
Ready? Let's talk about your 15th place.
My 15th is also not that good. But again, in retrospect, who would have thought that Brentford was finished 10th?
That's weird. In my opinion, I never understood putting Brentford this low.
Yeah, same.
Really?
It's
I don't
it's
think
kinda
they
stupid.
don't have a good squad at all.
But they have a very good manager and a very good system.
Yeah.
I mean, I put it 15th.
15th, I put Everton. Not, you know, it's just a box standard mid-table team. Didn't expect them to get relegated. Didn't expect them to do crazy, but they did end up doing pretty crazy.
First manager to get sacked. There were some crazy predictions in this. And man,
Crazy.
how did you go
Bro,
for this guy?
okay, let's be real, all right? I had a vision. It came to me in a dream. I thought Newcastle were going to heavily underperform and my guy was going to go. You know, I'll admit when I'm wrong. I made a misjudgment here.
I've made a severe and continuous lapse in my judgment.
Outrageous. Who'd you go for?
Oh, Eddie Howe. I went for Eddie Howe.
So embarrassed he couldn't even name him.
Nah.
I went for the Brighton manager Hertzler. I just thought, not experienced. Brighton's a team that's been held to a higher standard lately. He's gonna get off to an awful start and he's gonna get sacked. But no, done a very good job.
I went for Gary O'Neill in this. I think that's my first good shout of the
That's
video.
a very good
You know
shot.
what?
That's a very good shot.
It's not too
I'm not gonna get many, and I'm gonna take this one. But the first manager to actually get sacked was my boy Eric Ten Hag.
Oh.
On the 28th of October.
Ouch,
After him,
damn.
it is Steve Cooper. And the third was my shout,
Not bad,
Gary
not bad,
O'Neill
not bad.
on the 15th
You know,
of
but
December.
yeah,
That's
you
pretty
have to
good.
also think about this logically. How many points you get for this? Absolutely nothing.
It
No,
doesn't
but it's the pride that I play for, dude. It's the pride that I play for.
You know what I'm talking about, you fucking cockroach.
Onto 14th place, talking about Manchester United. They're not 14th. If I predicted them, that would have been quite cool. I went for... Oh, I went for Southampton.
Oh my, that's even worse. That's actually even worse.
Yes, you're off to one of the worst starts in recent history, huh?
But yeah, that's the worst shot of the video for me.
My worst shout is gonna be later. Very much later.
It's gonna be very late. 14th, I mean, it's a bit of an L. I didn't expect them to perform this well, but I put Brentford. What did they finish, 9th?
10th. For my 14th, I get a back-to-back +5 because I've gone for Bournemouth. 14th. Another team that, in my opinion, overperformed like crazy. Now, moving on to 13th spot. Hamant, who'd you have?
It's almost guaranteed. This is the banker. This is the one that has never failed. It's Crystal Palace at 13th. They had a decent season, I would say, under Glasner. Obviously winning the FA Cup as well. But on the table, I only take 1 point.
Yeah, this is where I went for Bournemouth. A bit too low.
I've gone for Fulham. I think we all had respectable shouts here. Fulham finished 11th. It's a +2 for me.
Into 12th place.
Wow.
This is where I had the Brentford. Finally, I'm back to 2 points and not more than that. The Brentford story just keeps on getting better, you know?
I love it,
yeah,
bro.
yeah.
I love it. He put him 13th. I put Fulham 12th. You know, it's just interchangeable. These are like, it's nothing crazy.
Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, it is another 0 for me because I predicted Crystal Palace. Would I predict you to like the video? Absolutely yes. Crystal Palace finishing 12th, like always, and getting European football. What a story as well.
And if you haven't subscribed yet to our second channel, we just did Team of the Season and we have weekly videos for you to check out. Click it right here. Number 11, this is where I went for Crystal Palace. 1 point. Let's go.
Let's go, yeah. Let's
Yes,
go.
come back. Yes, come back.
For 11th, I've gone for Bournemouth. I didn't expect them to do as well as they did in the Premier League, obviously. But I don't think 11th is a bad show. 2 points, I'll take it.
I have gone for Brighton. Obviously, they finished 8th, only 5 points away from European football. Not bad at all.
Okay, before getting into the top 10. Yes.
Yes.
Get my ego out there. Top player of the season. The best
we can all
shout
get our
of
egos
the
out here,
video
bro.
so far. No.
I think my shout was
maybe.
better.
This is the best shout of the video. I went for top player of the season, Phil Foden.
He overperformed XG by 8 last season, and you just can't keep that rate up, man. With the addition of Savinho, he's not going to start as many games, he's not going to score as much, and he's not going to assist as much, meaning that he's going to underperform and going to be the flop of the season.
And I'm sorry, that is the best shout. I'm sorry, he's a flop player of the season. You can't disagree.
I wouldn't
with
say
this.
he's the flop player of the season.
What do you mean?
I think Højlund is a bigger flop.
What?
I
He
would say
won
Dewsbury
player
is
of
a
the
bigger
season
flop.
last season. This guy's been this season.
Yeah, it's true.
Shit.
It's a great show. It's a great show.
No one expects Højlund to be insane.
I thought he was gonna cook. But I put Dewsbury Hall. I knew, like, big money signing from Leicester City. I knew he was gonna be trash at Chelsea. He barely played in the Premier League. Was a Conference League merchant.
I feel so bad for him.
I really do. He could have helped Leicester
It's-
City get out of relegation, but no.
His story is kind of different to what Anthony had at Manchester United. Maresca had him at Leicester. He's like, oh, my boy, come to Chelsea. We're going to win the league together. And just doesn't play him in the league. On the other hand, Ten Hag brings Anthony and plays him every single game, even though he
I also went for a Chelsea player. It was a good signing from Wolves. I'm talking about Pedro Neto. He hasn't really had a good season, but he's not been flopped.
into 10th place. And this is where I had Brighton.
Ooh.
Okay, 2 points.
Yasha,
okay
I'm
with that.
shaking your hand virtually because I put Brighton as well.
Have that, mate.
Guys.
Have that, mate. I'm not shaking your hand. I'm doing something else.
Come on, my fit. In my 10th, I've also gone for the Blues, but it's up the toffees. I put Everton 10th,
Everton.
and they finished 13th.
The fact that you
It's not-
only got 3 points for that is this.
Yeah,
is
David
is
Moyes, literally, you should be
That's the most
licking his
lucky
ass right
thing
now.
ever.
He saved
Yeah,
me.
you
He
should
saved
be
me.
touching
But guys,
all over.
you have to think about. You need to calculate the risks, and I calculated them. I'll take a +3.
Into 9th place. This is where.
This is
okay,
where it gets
wait, I
bad.
forgot.
It
my
gets
God.
so bad for me from here. Like the start,
Guys, West Ham had an incredible transfer window.
Yappa, 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 yappa.
I'm pretty sure they're the best transfer window in the Premier League that summer. And I predicted them to come 9th. And they've had a shocking season. They came 14th, but they deserve to be near the very bottom of that table.
on my number 9, I already thought that the new manager wasn't gonna cook. I thought all the new signings weren't gonna help, and I've gone for Chelsea in my number 9. First +5 in a minute.
I don't really want to chat about my 9th place because I did say Eddie Howe was gonna get sacked, and I thought this was gonna be the reason Newcastle finishes 9th.
Damn, Newcastle 9th!
Okay, that's only a 4 point. I'll take it. On to 8th place. Now, I was laughing at Yasha for putting West Ham 9th because I put West Ham 8th. Big L, massive L. That's a big 6 point. That's my first 5 point pluser in a while.
I've gone for Newcastle.
Ooh, yeah,
It
we
hurts.
might think alike, really.
It hurts. It's only a +3, but it still hurts because they did very well this season.
This is where I went for Aston Villa. I thought they were going to miss out on European football, and they nearly did. They came 6th. I don't mind the prediction.
That's all bad.
Not
That's
bad.
all bad.
Yeah, my top 7 is outrageous.
But before we get to that, let's look at my number 7. Idiot. In number 7, I went for Chelsea.
It's okay.
Yeah, not a bad shout because I went for the exact same.
In my 7th, I put a team that I thought were gonna do worse than last season because this team finished 5th the season before.
You're not wrong.
Yeah, they definitely did worse. I have Spurs in my 7th, and honestly, it's better than you guys, so I'm happy because
so lucky.
this is gonna
so
lose. We're gonna.
This
It's
is
gonna be a
gonna be
big plus point
crazy,
because they finished 17th. That's a +10 for me.
Oh, wait, I just realized what my
Ouch.
6th is. Oh my god.
Oh my god, I'm.
Now on to 6th place. Now this is where things get a little bit interesting. Obviously, I really rate my boy Jurgen Klopp as a manager, and I thought this Baldy coming in was just going to be B-Tech Ten Hag. But as it turns out, this guy is next up and coming Sir Alex Ferguson, and he somehow won the league with Liverpool, with Salah being an alien. I put Liverpool 6th. That's better for now. I'll take it. Jurgen era is gone, and their team is gone. They're going to be the new United right now, and I can't wait. You guys don't understand how happy it makes me put Liverpool at 6th place because they're doing nothing. Fuck, bro.
So I'm gonna put Liverpool in 6th place because they're doing absolutely nothing.
Who knew Salah was just gonna be a ball magnet, bro?
My take in 6 is worse than yours.
Yeah.
I am taking another massive. This is what I would say. My top 7. My top 7 is awful. I thought this team was gonna have, one of those seasons that no one expects, but they still do it. But I guess not. I've gone for West Ham in 6, guys. West Ham in 6th.
Is actually outrageous.
That
is
actually
the
so
worst.
That's
many
plus
points.
8.
Number 6, damage limitation, Manchester United. I take it.
Yeah,
I take it.
That's not bad.
You know what? I take that one. On to our top scores. This is where I went for a crazy prediction. I said that Haaland isn't just going to win the top score. I said he was going to break his own record.
Ooh, that's outrageous.
I also went for Haaland. It was the obvious pick.
Yeah, I went for Haaland as well. This was a no-brainer.
On to our number 5. This
Champions
is more
League
damage
spots.
limitation from me.
Damage, and me.
Because I put Spurs, and so did Hamant, as you just heard. Yeah.
And
What
damage.
a shocking season.
But we should get like extra points because they actually did win a trophy and are in the Champions League, and we put them in Champions League spot.
Exactly.
So I think that should be extra points.
In my number 5 spot, I thought they were going to make Champions League again. And they got the same points as the number 5 spot. But we're behind on goal difference. I went for Aston Villa. It's a +1 for me. I'll take it.
Okay, so we're on to number 4. As already said, I thought they were going to get Champions League. Just missed out on goal difference. I put Aston Villa.
From what I'm hearing, a man said that they annihilated the transfer window. Did they annihilate the transfer window? They signed Matson.
They signed Matson, who's been really good. Matson's been really good.
No, he
And they
hasn't
signed
been
Onana.
He
Onana
hasn't
has been very
really
good.
Onana as... What are you talking?
Onana has been good. What are you on about?
Onana's been one of the flops of the season.
I completely disagree.
He hasn't even played that much, and every time he's played, Unai doesn't really like him. Ernie, number 4, go.
My number 4, I thought this team was going to go through a bit of a rebuilding phase. I didn't think they were going to do awful. I think they were still going to get Champions League. New manager, big change. I'm obviously talking about Liverpool. Who thought that Liverpool were going to have the season they had?
I went for Liverpool, actually, as well, just like Ernie.
Whoa,
Okay,
that's
great
crazy.
minds think alike.
Now on to number 3. Now this is where things get a bit interesting, you know. You got to understand my thought process here. We've just come off an FA Cup win. We're in the Europa League after finishing 8th. And I thought Ten Hag, you know what? This is his redemption. This is where he's actually going to like wake up and start, doing well. As it turns out, he was the first manager to get sacked. Ruben Amorim coming in, did his best with a dog shit team. But I did think Manchester United were going to finish 3rd. We made some crazy good signings. No more Glazernomics. It's Ineosnomics. Hopefully Ten Hag can start cooking with his team again. Get us that Champions League football.
Ernie,
I did the same. But let's just move
Oh my god.
Let's move past it. I don't
can I
want to
just
think
say,
about this. I don't
Ernie,
know.
at the end of your prediction, you said Ten Hag is cooking.
Ten Hag is cooking. Yeah,
Ooh.
he is. He's
You
cooking.
did win a
He's gonna
cup.
cook a
Back-to-back
Leverkusen,
cups.
bro. Treble winning Leverkusen. The owners are supporting the players and the manager because you had to think in the summer. Ratcliffe was coming in. He was gonna have to do big things. He was talking all this talk. As a man said, you just won the FA Cup. It was like this is the time for United to finally get Champions League again. And no.
And man, you said we were gonna fight for the title.
And fight for the title. No, I don't recall. Wait, guys, it's AI generated. You guys need to realize this. Everything is AI generated.
In my number 3, this is where you guys called me idiotic. But I went for Newcastle. And that's only 2 points. I'll take it.
It's okay.
Before we get into our number 2, let's look at our player of the season. I predicted Haaland to break the record. I went for Haaland as player of the season. And that is a big L because obviously it has been Salah.
Literally same thought process as you.
But I don't think my shot was that bad, you know. I think Bruno Fernandes,
Do not even look at me. Don't even wind me up.
player of the
you
season.
can't
No,
start
but as a
your
player, if you
sentence
just
like
take a
that.
player, he has been like I would say he's second in the Premier League.
No, he
Second,
hasn't.
he's not even in the team of the season.
No, he hasn't.
What?
Man.
Pure player, just pure player.
No,
Just look at the
No.
stats, bro. Look,
No,
just look at the
no.
stats. Just
He
look at
was
what he's
at
doing.
the start of the season, and I'm not taking this. He was
Nah,
he was
Bruno
absolute
Fernandes.
dunk.
I can never hate you. Please don't leave my club. Number 2, I knew they weren't going to win the league, which is why I put Man City number 2. I think that's a good shout. I did predict someone else is going to win the league. Let's just leave
But
it
it
at that.
wasn't Liverpool. Because,
Let's just
no,
leave it at that. I
say
said let's
both,
leave it
say-
at that,
say both
okay?
of them.
I did think Arsenal were finally gonna, they're in phase 8. I thought they were
I
gonna
don't mind
finally
that shots.
win their trophy, and they
I
were
don't mind
fighting
that
for it
shot.
at the beginning, but then the bottle
mean-
jobs. Arsenal are Arteta.
City finally let down their guard and had a bad season. This was the time for Arsenal to pounce on it, and they didn't.
That is why me and Ernie get 0 points on that one.
Oh, well done,
Good one,
guys.
Rudy.
Well done,
Exactly.
guys.
Yeah,
Prediction.
exactly.
Well done,
We
guys.
both put Arsenal there.
We put
And that
Arsenal
means
there. That's a
we
0 point.
also both put Man City to win the league.
Yeah.
I have counted the points and we're going to compare it to last season as well. Last season,
I definitely had a stinker.
I got 46 points.
Yeah.
This season, I got 80!
Oh my.
Oh my god.
80!
It's
That's
Yes.
actually such an L, bro.
Ernie, you also got 46 last season.
Ooh,
Okay.
tied.
I am on. I can't celebrate this. I'm on 78.
Oh
My God, you
my god.
Fucker.
Well, last year I took the L. I was the worst one. But this year, I've absolutely smashed it with 74 points. Let's go. If you want to my click my OnlyFans link.